Have you ever wondered how to cultivate your own vegetables right in your own home? Well, picture this, a constant homegrown supply of wholesome, nutrient-packed greens at your immediate disposal. The thought is exciting, isn't it? You no longer have to leave this to your imagination. Today, we're introducing you to the enchanting world of hydroponics, an innovative and efficient method that allows you to grow plants in the absence of soil, within the comfort of your own home, using essential minerals, nutrient solutions suspended in water. To fully appreciate this intriguing world, let's dive into the basics. Hydroponics was derived from two Greek words, hydro meaning water, ponos meaning labor. In its simplest form, hydroponics is the science of letting water perform the heavy lifting. It is a fascinating revolution in the world of gardening, offering a solution for those who lack gardening space or live in an environment that's conducive to traditional soil-based gardening. Your initial steps in the journey of hydroponics is to decide on the type of hydroponic system that will satisfy your needs. There are many different types of hydroponic systems, each with its own unique characters and benefits. So today we're taking a look at two different types of hydroponics, the cracky method and the nutrient film technique. True and tried hydroponic techniques that I've been using for years. Let's take a quick look at the cracky system. It's the cheapest and easiest way to grow plants and vegetables in your own home. It does not require any moving parts. All you do is find an empty container and then fill it with your nutrient-filled water, add your plant, and watch it grow. This method is great for off-grid. You can put it outside or inside on a windowsill or even under a grow light if you have electricity. It's easy and very efficient way of growing food at home. Now let's get into the NFT, nutrient film technique, which allows a thin film of nutrient solution to constantly flow over the roots of your plants. Have a pond pump that pumps the water to the top, flows through the channels, feeding the roots, and then back into the reservoir. This is my favorite way of growing vegetables at home. And each system carries its own distinct advantages, and the best choices hinges on your individual preference, including factors like available space and the type of plants you wish to cultivate and your own personal gardening style or preference. Every system offers a unique experience in hydroponic gardening and delivers its own sets of rewards. Remember, the first step is to choose what type of hydroponic system suits your needs best and what you want to grow. Once you've chosen a system, the next step is to select the plants. But selecting the plants isn't as simple as just picking your favorites. In a hydroponic setup, you need to consider the types of plants that will thrive best under these unique circumstances. It's a world where soil is replaced by nutrient-filled water, and some plants find incredibly invigorating. One of the most popular choices in hydroponics is leafy greens. Why? Because these vegetables, lettuce, spinach, and kale, just to name a few, absolutely love hydroponics. And many more types of vegetables and herbs thrive in hydroponics, as they get exactly what they need without any interference from pests or pesticides, weeds, or varying weather conditions. The vegetables grow lush, vibrant, and plentiful, making hydroponics a fantastic option for those who want a hearty and a healthy salad without even leaving your home. But it's not just leafy greens that can grow in a hydroponic system. Other vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers also can be grown in a hydroponic system with success. The trick here is to ensure you provide these plants with the right amount of light, nutrients, and care, but with some patience and practice, and you'll find that your efforts will yield luscious tomatoes, crunchy cucumbers, and vibrant peppers. Now that you've decided on what system to use and what plants you want to grow, it's time to turn your attention to the hydroponic nutrient solution. As you already learned, in a hydroponic setup, plants do not rely on soil for nutrients. Instead, they get what they need from a special solution. Think of it as the food for your plants will consume to grow and flourish. You can go about procuring this solution in two ways. You can buy it ready-made from a gardening store, or if you're a DIY enthusiast, you can create your own using mineral salts or other methods of organic materials. With these nutrient solutions, they can be tailored to exactly what your plant needs and absolute total control of their growth. So now you're all set to embark on this hydroponic gardening journey. Now it's time to plant your seeds. This is an exciting journey, folks. We are now entering the world of hydroponics that deviates from traditional gardening and methods, a gardening practice that requires no soil. Your seeds will find a home in unique mediums like rock wool and coconut coir. These mediums are not just substitutes for soil, but they are growth enhancers that provide a nurturing environment for your seeds. By holding water and nutrients, which is critical for seed germination and growth. Now that your seeds has nestled into their mediums and given 10 to 18 days to sprout, we are ready for the next stage. We are going to introduce them to the hydroponic system, a step that marks the transition of your seeds from baby stage to the growth stage. This is where the action happens, folks. The hydroponic system is an amazing grow machine. It's perfectly tuned to encourage the growth of your plants. That it ensures that your plants receive everything they need in perfect harmony. In this system, plants are given the optimal light, water, and nutrients. All of these are provided with precision, creating an optimal growing environment. This environment breeds a unique gardening experience. I get excited every time I talk about it because it works awesome. And I don't know why more people aren't growing this way. It's truly amazing. It allows you to witness the power of a planted seed using water. And the studies say that growing hydroponically uses 60 to 70% less water than traditional gardening. Now, you'll just not see your plants sprout and grow, but now you'll witness them blossom into a full-fledged plant that will eventually yield in a bountiful harvest. Don't forget to monitor your plants regularly. This involves a series of steps that you must undertake if you want to achieve a thriving hydroponic garden. Let's take a little deeper dive into the fascinating world of indoor gardening. The first thing you should do is check your pH of your nutrient solution. This is a critical step of the pH level that determines the plant's ability to absorb the nutrients. A pH is too high or too low can block the nutrients from being absorbed by the plant. In other words, preventing your plant from getting what they need to grow. This process is not complicated at all. All you simply need is a pH meter and some basic knowledge about the optimal pH levels for the type of plants that you're going to grow. For example, if you're going to grow Swiss chard, they like a certain pH of 6.5. So that's something like that. You need to do some research online and find out what plants like certain pH levels. Lettuce likes 6.0, different pH levels for different types of vegetables that you're going to grow in your system. Sometimes you can get away with growing two different types of vegetables in your system if they like the same pH level. Up next, keep an eye on the light levels. Light is an essential part of photosynthesis, this process by which plants convert light into energy. In the hydroponic system, growing indoors, you have more control over the light levels than you would in an outdoor garden. Using grow lights indoors, you can adjust the intensity and duration of the light. I usually run a timer, 12 hours on to 12 hours off. This allows me to match the needs of the plants perfectly. Next, temperature. Temperature is also an important factor to consider. It not only affects the plant's growth, but also their overall health. So you want to maintain a consistent temperature. I like to keep my reservoir right about 65 to 70 degrees. If it gets too hot, it's a killer. It's called root rot. Your roots will turn brown and your plant will die. If it gets too cold, the plants just slow down. They don't grow as fast. And that's another reason why I grow indoors. The summertime, the air conditioning is always running, so I'm taking advantage of that. In the wintertime, the heater's always running. It's always comfortable inside the house. 65 to 70 degrees constantly in the house. As far as pests, I've never had a problem with bugs or pests in the house. Okay, let's recap. It starts with choosing a suitable system for what type of vegetables you want to grow inside your house. After choosing the type of vegetables you want to grow, choose and prepare a nutrient solution for your plants. I usually go 1/3 strength and not by the instructions on the bag. Sometimes it's too powerful for those little plants. So the next time you're craving a fresh salad or a juicy tomato, why not just reach for one that you've grown yourself? With hydroponics, you can have a lush, productive garden no matter where you live and what time of the year it is. So embrace the future of gardening and discover the endless possibilities of hydroponics. Please check out my other videos if you want to learn more about this fascinating way of growing indoors. Cultivating kindness, one seed at a time. Thanks for watching.